WMAR 2 News at 11 begins now with breaking news.
It's one of our DEU sergeants. Have the medics pick it up. We got at least one to the arm, one to the back, and one to the leg.
A Baltimore police officer is on life support right now after being shot multiple times. Police say he was robbed and shot in his own yard.
Right now, Sergeant Isaac Carrington is in the intensive care unit at Shock Trauma. The 22-year veteran, father of 3, was off duty. He was in street clothes, chatting with a neighbor.
We have live team coverage for you tonight. We have Aaron McPherson, who is in the neighborhood where the sergeant was shot. But first, let's go to Eddie Kadam, who is live for us at Shock Trauma, where the officer remains.
Yeah, Jamie and Kelly, we just got an update a few hours ago on Sergeant Carrington's condition. He is in more stable condition. The surgeon didn't say he's in stable condition. He is on life support in intensive care right now. He had just gone through his first surgery, a second surgery expected soon, and hopeful, optimistic for Sergeant Carrington, but the surgeon's saying that there is still a long journey to recovery ahead for him. 22 years as a member of the Baltimore City Police Department, Sergeant Isaac Carrington rushed to Shock Trauma, shot several times, and put on life support after surgery.
He's a father, he's a husband, and plus he's a resident of the city of Baltimore. He chose to live here. He's an officer that actually lives in the city of Baltimore. And we want to make sure that our officers want to live here. But if things like these keep happening, I doubt if our police officers want to live here.
Carrington was talking to a neighbor around 3:30 in the afternoon when what police believe to be a blue Acura pulled up and a masked man jumped out.
Pointed a gun and demanded their property. The neighbor threw what items of value he had to the ground and then began running on the street. Sergeant Carrington began running in the opposite direction. The gunman gave chase and shot Sergeant Carrington multiple times.
Within minutes, EMS had Sergeant Carrington en route to Shock Trauma as officers, family, and city leaders came to lend their support.
We're working on finding evidence, finding video, finding witnesses, and putting it all together to make sure we find who did this and hold them accountable so that they can pay and justice can be served.
He's the second Baltimore City Police sergeant shot in less than a month. Another protector is now fighting to survive.
We need you, the citizens of Baltimore, to help us reduce the violent crime in the city of Baltimore. I'm begging and pleading with you now that we need you to step up. And we need those who are responsible for these type of crimes in the city of Baltimore to be held to the strictest penalty possible.
Now, when Sergeant Carrington was shot, EMTs was able to get him in the truck, get him into care. Within a minute, they were able to get him here to Shock Trauma within just a couple of minutes, and the surgeon saying that played a big role as to why he is alive right now. But again, he is fighting for his life on life support, either in his second surgery or expecting to be in his second surgery soon. Live at Shock Trauma, Eddie Kadam, WMAR 2 News.
All right, thanks, Eddie. And as you'd imagine, tonight a community is shaken. Their neighbor, a BPD sergeant, shot on their own street in the middle of the day while several people were outside, including young children.
We all want to live next to a police officer. We feel safe.
Right.
And then they shoot the police officer. Right now, let's go to WMAR 2 News. Aaron McPherson, who was out all day speaking with several neighbors. Aaron.
All of the neighbors I spoke with out here very uneasy about what happened here today. A daycare just across the street from the sergeant's home and many families in the area. One woman tells me her daughter was walking her dog when shots were fired, and another woman says her children heard the shots and saw the sergeant on the ground.
Detectives and officers fill Summerfield Avenue in northeast Baltimore as they work to piece together what happened here to one of their own. 22-year Baltimore police veteran Sergeant Isaac Carrington was shot several times off duty while simply talking to his neighbor on the street.
All our neighbors typically, we get out of the car, we stop, we say hello, we kind of converse. And so that's what they were doing at the time when everything happened.
Maria Edwards lives directly across from Sergeant Carrington and has for years. She says he's a great guy.
I do feel safe knowing that we have an officer that lives on our block. I know I know he's not on the clock all the time, but it definitely makes a difference knowing that you feel extra protection.
Even though everyone I talked with stressed this is typically a quiet and peaceful neighborhood, and Edwards even moved to the area to get away from the crime, she says lately it's been creeping in.
Our association has come out and said that we've had a recent amount of burglaries and things in the area, and they were recently offering us like free home surveillance systems.
Neighbors tell me this shooting puts everyone on edge a little more as they all hope and pray Sergeant Carrington pulls through. He's on life support at shock trauma.
I just hope that that everything is fine and that they can find the two guys.
There is now a $19,000 reward for anyone who has information that could lead to an arrest in this case. So if you know anything about what happened here today, call police. Reporting live in Baltimore, Erin McPherson, WMAR 2 News.
All right, thanks, Erin. You know, it has been a tough month for Baltimore Police Department. 2 other off-duty employees were attacked in the last 2 weeks. 59-year-old was beaten while walking down WMAR Street. 3 teens attacked him, then stole his car. A 15-year-old has been arrested. And then you had the deputy commissioner and his wife. They were robbed at gunpoint near Patterson Park. 2 teens took a purse, a wallet, cash, and cell phones. Neither was hurt. Both teens are being charged as adults. And as Sergeant Carrington recovers, another sergeant, Bill Shiflett, is also recovering. He was shot at the Man Alive Methadone Clinic. The 25-year veteran is now at home. We're working for you to let you know when breaking news like this happens, so to get the latest alerts and updates sent straight to your phone. Make sure you download the WMAR 2 News app. You can find it for free in your phone store. Just search WMAR.